Okay. You own a $10,000 car, and it's decreasing in value at about 15% each year. Here's your formula. Here are the different letters, what they mean. A is final amount, P is principal, which is your initial or starting amount. R is your rate, your percent rate of decrease or increase, and T is time, in this situation, years. So, looking at this, what's your decay factor? Now, our rate, what's our rate of decay? 15%, but what's our decay factor? Our decay factor is 1 minus 0.15. You have to consider that. Decay factor is 1 minus 0.15, so our decay factor is 0.85. That is my decay factor. Now, I want to make a function, an equation that will tell me information. So, looking at this, do I know my final amount? No. So that's A. Do I know my principal? Do I know my initial amount? Is that given? Yes, 10,000. Okay. 1. Do I know my rate? Yeah, isn't it 15%? And do I know my time? No. There's my function. Now, could I simplify that to this? That is a more simplified. Do you guys see the decay factor? Your rate is 0.15, but your decay factor is 0.85. Next question. How is it worth, how much is it worth in 8 years? Forgot the much. How much is it worth in 8 years? What do you think you would do to find out how much it is in 8 years? Is it 8 time years? So all you would do is the following. A equals 10,000. Oops. This would be 8.85. And this would be an 8 power. Now, think about doing that by hand. That would suck. So I did it with my calculator, and you end up with $2,724.91. Your car's not worth much after 8 years. If it's decreasing by 15% each year, your car did not decrease by much. Now, if you wanted to do this by hand, what you technically would do, just listen, you would multiply $10,000 by 0.5, then you multiply that by 0.5, by that by 0.5, 8 times. You keep multiplying. You basically would take this, and then isn't it 0.85 to the 8th power? So aren't we taking this and multiplying by 0.85 8 times? That would give you this number. Because you're over and over taking 15% of it over and over and over again.